Hi Pisces, this is your channel messages for the 28th of October. I am your host Vanessa Carby, psychic medium, spiritual practitioner, and tarot reader. Pisces, let us go ahead and go into your reading. Let's go. We're into yes, okay, let's go. I don't know where that came from, Pisces. Anyway, let's just go. Celine Dion in the audience at Adele's Las Vegas residency show on Saturday. Lovely. Lovely. Both women has accents. Lovely. It is lovely. We have the sun card coming out first. I'm getting happiness, okay? Oh, maybe if I there in my business, no happiness. If I go, it's my business. Okay, something about happiness or something about a Leo or something about a brand new baby that's coming in. Pisces, we have a Six of Pentacles. I'm guessing it's an adoption. You're adopting a baby, Pisces, or somebody else's, or you gave a baby up for adoption. You have a Two of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting the parents. I'm getting you and the father was not on good terms. The father didn't want the child. You did not want the child either. I'm getting you wanted the child, but you couldn't find a way for like care for the child. So the father tell you to give up the child for adoption. That's what you did. You might be regretting a decision you made. I'm getting you give up your child for adoption. I don't feel like you ever going to get to see a child again. I don't know if the man tell you to do this, or I'm getting you needed money, you couldn't care for the child, so you give it up for adoption. You see, you need to be careful when you do things like that. Because you give up a child for adoption and the child grow up, turn out to be the next biggest thing in Hollywood. And how you feel. And you might say, yeah, but the child wouldn't go to Hollywood if it was in my care. You don't know that. You don't know that. You might think the child went to Hollywood because the child was in a better care. You don't know that. So you feel fucked up because you never believed in this child. You never even aborted the child. That's what you should have done. You didn't even do that. You had the child, you made a decision to give up the child. And then you have to watch your child call somebody else mama and dad. Plus, we don't even know if the child knows the truth. Plus, now your child successful. Because people who couldn't have a kid believed in your kid. People who were crying day and night, who relationship could have end because they couldn't have a child, adopted your child. They believed in your child. Maybe of course they gave your child things that you could not give your child. This is true, but I don't know any big celebrity that did not grow up in the slums. I don't know if they'll ever make you see a child again. You went through 9 months of labor for push out a child to be a big shit in society, but raised by other mother and father. Right, but I'd never. I rather abort that baby. Swear the fuck. This is my opinion. You're the Eight of Cups. Maybe you were alcoholic at the time. You couldn't care for the baby. You're alcoholic. I'm getting you drink, the father drink. I don't know if the baby came out with alcoholic poisoning, but I'm getting that was the situation. You were not fit to be a mother, but I'm getting it's something you regret deeply now. You never have a family member to get the baby to for hold on for you for little. Maybe that's what you did. You give a family member your baby for raise for you. Yeah, now the baby think the family member is their mom or their father. You had the Six of Cups, Six of Swords. I'm getting you had to leave. Or maybe you had to go out behind bars. You had to do time. So you gave this baby over. I'm getting it to haunt you every day. Or you're wondering what the baby look like when the baby grow up. I'm getting you still have baby pictures. You want to know what the baby look like now. I'm guessing you might even see the baby on your For You page and you don't know that's the baby you gave up. That's why it's imperative, people. Did you give the baby up to a police officer? Like you put the baby in a safe box? Or you put the baby in a animal cradle? Something like that. I'm getting our police find the baby. Or cancer found the baby. Something like that. One police officer find the baby first. And I feel like the police officer may have wanted to keep the baby, but them tell him, say, no, you can't keep the baby. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Me here, I cannot keep the baby, but I can keep a pet. So I don't know which baby you having a one pet cradle, or I don't know what the fuck is happening. let me just, you know what, mind my own fucking business right now. We have pictures and videos. We have Mean Girls. We have It's Over. We got Prophet. And Jesus was not raised by his own mother, right? Was he? It's who? You remember the story when them that kill off the firstborn them, the pharaoh them that kill off the firstborn, and the woman put the baby on the river and sail off the baby, and then a pharaoh woman did find the baby. I don't know which story was that, but we're getting something like that. We're getting the last one left. Or we're getting every prophet did not know their family. Every prophet never had a real father or a real mother. They were adopted. They didn't come from a fucking healthy home with a fucking mom and dad who had 600, 700, 800 credit score and good fucking standing loans with a bank. The prophet don't come from that. That's what you thought, oh, this is where you're fucked up. You think the prophet they come from Harvard? May I ask you though? Since on the claims of me, man, may I ask you, the viewers, let's just let the viewers decide, where do you think the prophet come from? You think the prophet going to be a doctor? You think he's going to be a scientist? Is it Elon Musk? Is it X? Where you think the prophet will come from? How you think the prophet beginnings are going to stay? You think the prophet will come from a slumdog millionaire, coming from the dirt, the ranches, not having nothing, being impoverished, being abandoned? You think I saw the prophet about the born? Or the prophet is going to be somebody who had it all together, who drove at age 16, who had a car, who had friends, who could go to cottages on the weekend and spend time in an Airbnb drinking? Where do you think the prophet will come from? Because some of y'all beliefs are fucked up, or they never even think that far. Where do you think it will come from? The church, remember I asked you, where do you think the prophet will come from? You think he's going to be a church member? You think the prophet's family going to be devoted Catholics that bring the prophet to church from the prophet was a small child coming up? You think the prophet go to a good school? You think the prophet have credentials? Did he finish grade 11? Where do you think the prophet, the person who will come change the world, where do you think it will come from? So I come from a good family line. You think the prophet going to be lesbian? You're going to be transgender? Where do you think it will come from? Right. Anyway, you think it will come from, that is your savior. So if you think the prophet will come with bling, 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 and it will come from a good home and a good family, that is going to be a savior. But you believe that the prophet grew up with nothing, had no one by their side, had no family, no friends, came from the slums, came from the ground, came from nothing. If that's what you believe the prophet will be, then that is going to be a savior as well. But our savior is in the eyes of our beholders. So you think the prophet went to fucking Centennial College? Bachelor's degree? Okay, you think the prophet is sending through resumes to get a job? The oppression of being a prophet, that's what you think the prophet is? Or you think the prophet is going to be the one who blacklisted? The prophet is going to be the one who got through exile, right? The prophet is going to be the one who has millions and millions of followers. Life is what you make it, and your beliefs is what you believe. So you can either make somebody tell you what to believe, or you believe it your own fucking self. Your savior is going to be the representation of you, not what your mother telling him going to be, and not what the church telling him going to be. So if you believe that the prophet is going to come from a privileged family that have it all together, that is your beliefs. But I don't know no rich person who had a good life who could have ever stepped in the hands of a prophet. They would have killed, they would have committed suicide. That's why it's imperative the prophet born from the slums. It's imperative the prophet knows what abandonment feel like. It's imperative the prophet knows what hatred feel like. Because when you're born through love and the first time experience hate, you kill yourself. When you're born through hate, love comes and goes, and hate make you numb. So again, where do you believe the prophet come from? Then the prophet going to have a nice Scotiabank bank account and drive and have a lot of friends and cars and social media, and their life is just going to be awesome and great? I believe that the prophet going to come from nothing. Nothing like those kids that is asking you to donate food, $10 a day to make sure them eat. The same kids who walk 1 mile for the full dirty water for bring back for their mother for drink and prepare dinner. Who do you think will be the prophet? Was it the kid who got Ontario child benefit program and they could go to a nice daycare and then go to a nice college and then graduate to Harvard? You think that's going to be the prophet? Or you think the starving children them in Africa who are begging for food? Or you think that's a prophet come from? I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to leave you to your thoughts, basically. Until next time, goodbye.